Hello everyone, Corn here. Welcome to my channel. As you see, I have Mr. Jonathan and Mr. Frederick, or John and Fred, and they wanted to lean up against the teapot because they thought they looked cool. Oh. And they have been working on things, guys. I have project shares for them. And yes, are you asking yourself, did they make Corn do this? Well, you can't make me do anything, but they did request it over and over again. So I said, yes, darlings, I'll tell everybody what you're saying because, you know, they whisper so low that you can hardly hear them, but I can. So I'll let you know what they're saying. Now, the first project I have for you, you know that Jonathan had asked Mimi out for a date. And Mimi thought it'd be good to have a Valentine's Day date. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm all for it. Yes, he just said she's so beautiful. Well, remember, Handsome had mentioned that he was looking at Porsches so that he could try and impress her. And she did seem impressed. If you watch her channel, which I recommend, she did seem impressed about that car. Well, he said, listen, I've got a date and I don't want to be late. So, Corn, you need to pull some stuff out of your craft room for me to craft with because I want to make an impression on this beautiful lady. So I was like, okay. So first of all, he's got in this one, what's in this one? What do you mean you forgot? You just did. You've got I think it's stickers in this one, guys. And so how did you do this? Did you make the bag itself? No. Not the bag, but you did decorate it. Okay. I do need to let you all know these two are adorable when they are working on my little sidekick. One of them, you know how you have to do the handle? Well, one of them would jump up and the other one would push down, would stand on the top so that they could get it around and around to get the die cuts that they wanted. And so you did the oval pink die cut, right? Okay. Oh, you had help. That you and Fred did it together. And that's what I saw when I walked past. And then you took this sticker that had the pinks and the lavenders and the flowers, and you put it on a piece of white cardstock and then fussy cut it. Okay. All right, so there's one of the things that you did because you wanted her to have stuff to craft with. Okay. All right, and speaking of that, you got him my lace. Well, that's true. I did say he could get into anything he wanted. Well, okay. Fair play to you, buddy. So, did you make this bag? No. Okay, did you find it in my stash? Okay. And the lace, do you remember? You got it with all my laces. Okay. I think that lace is from BB Crafts, I think. And do you remember where you got, this is a really nice sticker. You're sending her hugs and kisses, huh? Cool. Hey, you got in my charms too? Well, again, I told him anything. Okay, so you know she loves bees. And then you put it on this bulb pin. Okay, and then put that on the lace. Okay. And what's inside, sugar? Inside is, okay, inside of this is some ephemera. Okay, is it probably Valentine's related? Probably. Alrighty, so let's see. You also got her some flowers. Ooh, very nice. And I apologize for the sirens. Um, I hope and pray everybody's okay. And so you put, you instead of doing pink for Valentine's, pink or red, you did lavender and purple? Oh, because they stand for respect and royalty. Oh, cool. And you got the flowers by Cornish hen. Oh, mm-hmm. And did you, this is another one of the dies that you had, the oval, or that I had, that you used, that you both used. Okay. And then you got into my lace again, I see. And what about this sticker? Did you draw yeah, you drew the flowers. That's cool. And use little stickles in the middle. Okay. And I think that this little tag, or not tag, but what are they called? Label is from Martha Stewart. Oh, it is? Okay. He said it is. All righty. So that's why you brought in the lavender and the purple. Okay. And, oh my goodness, you got her a kiss? A big Valentine kiss? Because one way or another you were going to give her a kiss? Okay. Remember, you have to be a gentleman with her. Remember that, buddy. You have to be a gentleman. And you got her some more chocolates. So chocolates and flowers. Okay. Ooh, Ferrero Rocher. Ooh. Don't let Handsome see these. He loves them. And so does Beautiful Assistant. Oh, my. And more candy? Well, sweets for the sweets. Okay. And there's the red roses. Okay. Well, let's put those here then. Oh, my goodness. And, oh, yeah. You're bringing the vehicle with you, huh? And you kind of altered the box a little bit. This is your vintage 1971 Porsche or Porsche, depending on where you live. 914. And I see you put a little bee on the heart for her as well. That's sweet. Ooh, look at that. And I see that you have it in a padded garage so that it will arrive safely for your date. I am digging it. Digging it. Very cool. And I saw you working on this, buddy. And I saw you working on this. I know what's happening. And I see you put a little lace. If we put it this way, you can see the lace better. You put down lace, then you put down some ribbon. And then this is my ephemera I made that I've been hoarding, Mr. Man. And you used it, why? You used it because the colors matched your color scheme. Okay, well, I guess I taught him well. Oh, excuse me, he said he taught me. Well, you know. We taught each other. All right. And he altered this box as well. And then he's got on the back, Love Valentine Forever. I remember seeing that. Oh, I hope I didn't disturb what's inside by flipping it over. As you can see, I was wondering why he did the corners like this. It has 4 holes in it. They're air holes, aren't they, darling? Because guess what, y'all? He's really going on this date. You know what I'm saying? Check. Oh, I did disturb it. This, y'all ready for this? This is how he's going to travel there, y'all. He's got a fleece blanket. He's got felt down here for comfort. He's got a tiny little pillow with some lace on it. Okay. Then, can I have you? Yes, and I know you don't like me to pick you up all that much. Then he's going to lay down, go sleep. Go sleep, baby. And he said, it's still winter, it's going to be cold, so put that up over me. So that's how he's going to travel to go on his Valentine's date, y'all. I know, I'll take you out. I'll take you out, baby. Okay. Are you sure there's enough holes in this? And he made me show him how to make the shabby chic flower. It's got the little torn edge. And then he and Fred did do the leaves on their felt leaves. They did that on the little sidekick. And then he hand stitched the lace on. And hand stitched the pillow as well. The lace on it and around it. So that's how he's going to travel for his date. And can I see your card that you made? Okay. And here's the envelope for beautiful Mimi. Oh, can you see he dotted the I's with hearts. And yes, this is a die cut that they did. And then this is up on some foam. And he fussy cut this out. Oh, there's the back. And then I can't open this because he's already written a message that he wants to keep between Mimi and himself. And he said, I said, did you sign it? So he put made by John. So this is what he has going to visit Mimi on their date. This is what he's taking with him. And he's hoping to make a really good first impression by flowers and candy and some stuff to craft with. You know, really, he told me I need something that will let her know that I care about her and I find her fascinating. And since she's interested in paper crafting, he is too, which he hasn't been before. And but he said he is now. So now we go to our darling Fred. Fred, hi baby. Now remember, Fred at one time had a crush on Clarissa, who is Garamia's Corner here on YouTube. Now, upon finding that she's married with a family, he stepped back. He said, I'm very respectful of your marriage and I just think you're wonderful. And he said, I want her to know that, so I want to make her something. So I said, sweetie, did you want to, you know, either decorate boxes or maybe make your own bags and send her something or something like that? And he said, no, I have something I wanted to do for her and her alone. And I was like, okay. So he said, can you please give me anything and everything you have in teal? He said, go throughout the whole craft room and find me anything in teal. And I said, well, that is her color. And he said, yes, I know. He said, he told me before, he said, I watch all her videos. Even when you're asleep, you and Handsome are asleep, I'll put her videos on. And he said, sometimes he watches them several times. So I said, honey, that's not good for your crush. He said, no. I respect her and I want to be her friend. And he said, you know, one time Jonathan came on and I didn't come on and she asked where I was. And he said, that showed me that she is my friend and I think we can be very good friends. So I said, okay. So he said, first off, he told me, I want you to show my card. So I was like, okay. Now, I have to tell you, he and Jonathan did the cards at the same time. I don't know who was looking over at who, but you know what I'm saying? Not exact, that's for sure, but similar. Do you know what I mean? Even the same size. It's 2 by 3. And I can't open this or show you the back because he wrote quite a bit on his. And he used a velvet ribbon here and some lace and a little applique and then 2 die cuts. And this paper I got off of Amazon, and I think this paper is Hobby Lobby that he used. And then he said he wanted something kind of cool for the envelope that I did. And I said, what? He said, when you when you dyed paper with paint. And I said, oh, I've got it in a very, very, very pale teal. And this is actually from an envelope that I dyed. But as you know, sometimes you lose the adhesive when you dip in them and stuff like that. So, which makes perfect sense. So I cut it up for him because he was like, what do I do? And I said, I'll do that part. So it says, for my friend Cara. And he did sign it by me because he went, he wrote so much down there. So, and he also inked around the envelope too. I forget, I think this is something patina he used on that. Okay, we'll put that there, baby. And then it took him a while, y'all. I need to let you know he can really sew. And I asked him, I said, how'd you learn how to sew? He said, all gnomes know how to sew because if little animals are in need of help and people aren't available to help them, that they sew up wounds and everything else. He said, we all know how to sew. So here's what he made for his dear, dear friend, Cara. So let me get her. And here she is. She's so tall that she has to go this way. And I asked him, I said, well, what's her name? And he said that Clarissa has to give, or Cara has to give her a name because she will be her house gnome. He said also that he hoped that Barbara can play with her, have a new playmate. And yes, he did the shoes. There are little bows up here, but you can hardly see them because of the skirt that he sewed. And he did something different with her hair than I do. He really decorated her hat, which is done, her hat is in felt, and with her little gloves that match. And then he actually, guys, sewed the seed beads. These are glass seed beads that he sewed in the center of that daisy. He just went all and he put the lace on after he had already attached the skirt, and I was like, honey, that's very difficult to do. So what he had to do, I can give you a hint because I saw him, I was watching. I was sitting at the desk while he was on the desk doing this, and he had to take the Fabri-Tac first because several times he tried to sew it and was having a hard time with placement. So he had to rip out his stitches twice. And then he was like, I'm not doing that a third time. So he took Fabri-Tac just at the very edge inside here. And then after it was settled out, and let me see if you can see these tiny little stitches he did. Look at those. And then he did the stitching. And he also hemmed by hand her skirt. So that's, I'm not going to show this video until after she receives her gnome. And like I said, I didn't do it. Fred did it. Oh, Fred said to excuse me, I gotta get around this camera. Said to stand her beside him. Yeah. And I said, sweetie, I thought we weren't going to film her when she was finished. He's afraid. He's scared that she's not going to reach her destination looking like she looks now. And he said, I have her just so. And I said, Fred, I'm not lying. I agree. I'm right there with you because she, you've got her just like you want. And sometimes, I'm not cutting down our mail service. I'm not. It's just that sometimes they get there kind of rough. And he's nervous about that. So I'm going to try, because I've never sent a gnome through the postal service before. I've never done it. So I said, honey, you're going to have to be here advising me, telling me, to do this, that, and the other, because we've got to build it up so that she doesn't move, you know, when the box shakes this way or that way in the truck or whatever. So he's going to help me with that. I know how to do this because, as you see, um, well, Jonathan has put almost everything in boxes, including himself. You know what I'm saying? So this is the one that's got both of us nervous, but you know, hopefully and prayerfully it'll get to Katamia safe and sound. So, guys, do I need to say anything else about your projects? Okay. They want everybody to know that their projects were made with love. And Fred said love and friendship. Yes, honey, I think she knows now that you're just a very good friend, okay? But I tell you, very good friends are priceless. So, Fred, I think you're all right, buddy, okay? And can I sign off? Okay, oh, you want to thank them, both of you all want to thank them personally for joining? Okay, cool. And Jonathan said that please, he doesn't believe in luck, but wish him well, that the date goes really good because he'd like to stay there. I said, honey, you might have to just stay as a friend. He said, just to be around her would be wonderful. So, and I'd like to thank you all for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful morning. Oh, all of us, excuse me, guys, all of us today. And we hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.